Good morning, everybody. Now I've woken up and I've seen the thumbnail. And to tell you, I laughed so hard that I wheezed at her little picture and a stupid little face and the quick turnaround. And I haven't even watched it yet. But I'm ready for a good chuckle. Look, this is the magic. This is the magic of Foodie Beauty. The turnaround, the backflopping, her admitting her own insanity. Now, I'm so eager, Beaver, to listen to this and watch this. I've not watched it. I have no idea what she's gonna say. I have to turn up the speed because I know she's gonna be talking slowly. I know that much. So we're gonna make it so incredibly not slow. It's gonna be fun. Let's watch it. Let's watch it together. It's gonna be great. Let's go. I hope I'm not building it up. If you've watched it and it's not great, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Okay, let's go.
Filmed a mukbang on my table here, but it's a home cooked one. I'm feeling a lot better today. I just wanted to update you guys on where I last left you. First, I want to say a huge thank you to all of you Beezers, all of you guys who were there to pick me up when I was feeling down. I do use my platform for that. Like sometimes you just need some support.
Yeah, you gotta get support somewhere when you have no friends and no actual people to talk to and no two-way conversation. You can always just lay down your thoughts at someone else's feet, block all the comments that are like not that you don't feel like are supporting your rhetoric or the emotion that you're trying to portray or the narrative you're trying to spin. You can just block all those. You don't have to have a two-way conversation when there's no real people in the room. You can just throw it out there, see where it lands, hope people believe you bull crap. And when they don't, you can just delete it like it never happened. It's amazing. You can feel totally supported that way.
Support from people and just talk it out. And I always say that like I kind of view
I do love the fact that she's popped her filters on today because yesterday she was looking like 10 miles of rough road. That's one of Foodie's favorite drags about other women's looks. So I like to use it as much as I can. She's looking babyish. She's looking rubbery. She's looking smooth. She's looking creamy. She was not looking that way yesterday because it was alive. Today is a recording. So therefore she can put as many filters on as she wants. Looking like a boiled potato. She looks a lot better today though. Maybe they've cleared the air. Maybe they've had angry makeup sex. Who knows?
my platform in a way as therapy, with being careful to still respect a lot of my privacy where I can. I think we all know I'm impulsive. I actually bought a ticket to go to Canada. Excuse me, which I will show you here. And so I've already canceled it, and so I've lost some money on that, but whatever. That's a
Like this is shit you pull when you're like 14. I know I'm getting a bus ticket home, and you pack your bags and you're out the door and you're fighting with your boyfriend, and he's like, "No, let's talk it out," and you're like, "No, I don't want to." Like it's just, oh, she's 40, guys. She's 40 and she's married and she's pulling this crap. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, so fun. It's so fun.
like if I just waited a bit longer for my feelings to calm down, I wouldn't have this problem. Anyway,
But haven't look, she says she doesn't learn this lesson. She didn't learn it with Nada. She didn't learn it in Cuba. She didn't learn it the first time she freaked out when he cheated on her. And like, this is a lesson that she has had taught to her so many times. Foodie is on the short yellow bus when it comes to emotional regulation. She's just not getting it. And she does the same thing over and over, unless she just likes to use the same excuse over and over and she thinks it just wipes the slate clean and makes it all okay. Just impulsive, guys. I'm 40 and I know I'm nuts and I don't bother to get any professional help, but I'm just a little impulsive, guys. Makes it okay.
don't want to live in Canada right now. Like I know I said I was going for sure, And at the time that I did that live stream, I really believed in my heart.
Nobody cares why you're staying. Nobody cares. We don't care why you're staying. Why did you want to leave? What did he do? What did he say? Nobody gives a fuck why you're staying. We know, but what started the fight? What made you want to leave? What made you want to go home? What made you buy the ticket? That's what we want to know. Nobody cares about this. Tell us the truth. Tell us the juicies. We want to know.
That's what I wanted to do. It's not that I wanted to go to Canada, it's that I wanted to
Get away from Salah.
just escape for a while.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe that, you know,
coming on the internet and telling everyone that I'm getting a divorce and we're splitting up from my husband is basically, oh, I'm just taking a little vacate. Just need a couple of days off from him because he's a bit annoying. No, you were like, we're splitting up. I'm single. I'm leaving. I'm going home. It's over. It's done. It's not what I thought it was. I'm living in a delusional relationship. He didn't do anything. No, but I've got to leave. That's what you did. It wasn't like, oh, I just need a little break from it all. You were getting a divorce yesterday.
I don't know. It's honestly going to be a bit of a confusing video because it's like honestly so hard for me to try to convey how I feel because and that's why I changed my thumbnail too.
Then how about you don't? How about you don't? How about you don't until you know? Like make it a rule. If I'm feeling a feeling that is so dramatic, maybe don't come onto the internet and do a 50-minute live about it. How about you don't? How about I wait? No matter how angry I am, how about I wait? Because then I won't look like a fool. Then I won't look like a flip-flopper. Then I won't look manipulative. Then I won't confuse my audience and the ones that care about me. I won't give fodder to the ones that don't particularly like me and will critique me because I'm nuts. How about I don't for my own self? But she won't because she knows it's viewsworthy. And I think she does it to manipulate and to put Sala on the back foot. Because, like, remember, I've got 100,000, but actually only 30,000 people who are going to sit there and listen to every word I say. And you're going to get it.
I'm confused because I sometimes am very confused.
Sometimes, all the time.
The life I live here is very different from the one I lived in Canada.
Is it?
And
doesn't look like it.
Sometimes I just get.
It doesn't look different to Canada at all. The difference is Sala. That's about it. You sit at home and you eat. That's your life. And you go to, no, it's different here because you do go to doctor's appointments because you got someone to take you and make you go. You didn't go to them in Canada. So you're right, it is different.
Fed up with everything in my situation, you know, a more domestic life,
That's what you wanted.
More responsibilities as a wife. And Salah's not hard on me compared to, I'm sure, a lot of husbands, like, on their wives. Like, he's pretty lax, you know, he's very understanding.
Did she just say he's lax on making her do her wifely responsibilities? Oh, I can't even. I can't even with that. Oh, they're dinosaurs. Absolute dinosaurs. Her thinking about gender roles is so fucking disgusting.
Went and got me some flowers to cheer me up because I wasn't feeling good, and you know, just like a little something, and you know, wrote like on the card like "You're my sweet love" and stuff like that.
Blech.
So he's actually like a really sweet guy with that, but
he still wants to grate people and poop on chests and talks to women behind your back. Okay, yeah, he's really sweet.
Sometimes we all just have really down moments, and for me, I think what it is just all piled up. Like and that's why I'm happier today when I saw the results of my numbers, because I'm like, I felt like, oh my gosh, like all these, my sciatica was really bad. And
listen, look, let's play a little game. Foodie Beauty is your wife. We're pretending. I know we are just pretending though. She's your wife. And one day she wakes up. She has a bit of a cry. She's like, that's it. Divorce. Getting a divorce. No, you can't stop me. I'm going home. I bought my ticket. There's nothing you can do. We're just going to split up. I'm not good enough. I'm too old. I'm too fat. My sugars are bad. My legs gimpy. It's just not happening. I'm leaving you. And the next morning she wakes up. No, I'm feeling so much better today. Oh, that little ticket thing from yesterday. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Would you like me to make you some nuggies? Maybe some rice? And sweetie, I do appreciate the flowers. Thank you so much. Imagine being the partner of a person. One day it's divorce, depending on your sugar levels and your mental, like you just how you're feeling mentally that day. And then the next day you wake up and it's roses and oh, it's all good. And I was feeling a bit down yesterday. Imagine trying to deal with that emotional switch on a day-to-day basis. They're a healthy couple, guys. They have a healthy, beautiful relationship. It's completely normal. It's just like they're just like everybody else.
I just feel like there was no way out with my health. Like I just felt like, you know, burdened by all these health issues, and I felt like I can't change because it's too hard. And anyway, so I have a lot of personal issues going on.
No, her medical issues are they are lots. Oh, I've got an eye booger. There's lots of them and they're complicated and she needs to do a lot to work within them. An average, normal, healthy, non-defiant, juvenile, immature, non-food addict or even a food addict would be able to walk themselves through how they have to manage themselves. Somebody who is really caring about themselves and getting out of the situation they're in could do it, but not Foodie because she wants to stay where she is, just not have the diabetes. She doesn't want to fix the diabetes. She just wants to work around it. And it's all very hard because she just has no tools whatsoever to cope with anything except for the food, and the food's the problem.
A lot of self-doubt was creeping in about whether I can be like a good wife, whether I can make the changes like I need to turn my life around. What about our goals, our dreams? Like everything was just like piling on and giving me like huge anxiety.
Here's the doubt, sweetheart. You can't do it. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but you in the form that you are right this second, this minute, the human being that you are as Foodie Beauty, you cannot change what's happening to you right now. Medically, emotionally, mentally, your partner, you can't fix or change any of that as you are now. You need to be a completely different person with completely different coping skills and mental health resetting. You need intervention on so many different ways. And you're right. You are right to doubt yourself. You can't do it as you are. Have you just realized this like yesterday? That's only just started creeping yesterday. Or is this just all part of the cycle? But divorce. She went straight to divorce. I doubting myself. Divorce.
And when I get like that, I'm very irritable. So we got in like a bit of a petty argument, and I just like I was mad.
So if they have an argument, this is how it goes. She's literally that immature. It's like she has a petty argument. He doesn't, or pushes back, and she's like, "Fine, I'm leaving you. I've got self-respect." That's where the self-respect came. He pushed back, and she's going to be like, "Don't you disrespect me?" And then she's decided, "Well, if you're gonna be like that, I'm just gonna leave then. You can't control me. I'm gonna go." That's Foodie Beauty. I was like that when I was 17, 18, 19 until I learned to like control myself and not let my temper get the best of me. When you have to be immature and learn the lessons and learn that fighting with people like that and threatening and giving ultimatums does not work. But they're both immature idiots, so of course that's where it would go.
Mad at the world. I was mad at Salah. I was mad, yeah, everything. Um, so yeah, it wasn't anything like really major like that I can pinpoint. Like a lot of people were like, I'm sure speculating. I haven't looked around. I'm not doing that anymore for my mental health. But just based on comments that I've deleted because
I don't like to hear things that
I could get the general idea of people running with it. What I don't understand is people being like angry, like they were like legit, like you're a scammer. Like, how am I a scammer? Like, why am I a scammer?
you don't know that those comments were said out of anger. I could sit there and be like, Foodie Beauty, I think you're a scammer. I think that you're trying to get money out of people because they know that you have nothing. You own nothing. You have no assets. You have no money. And if you were to go back to Canada, you would need a plane ticket and you would need money for your accommodations. I think you're a scammer. That could be my tone and my attitude. If you read it as angry, as an accusation, that's on you. You don't know that those kinds of comments are coming from anger. Some people are just frustrated and annoyed with you. or just plain just telling it to your face, but you delete everything. So, but you don't know that that's an angry comment.
Or for going live and talking about my feelings. Like, I didn't ask anybody for a single dime. Like, I didn't ask anyone to help me.
You inferred you needed every single dime right now. You inferred you required support. You didn't straight up ask for it, but you put it out there that you would be in a desperate situation because I'm homeless. I'm homeless. I've got nowhere to stay. I have to go and stay in a hotel. I might have to just live in my car. You put it out there that it's a pretty bleak situation for you. What do you think people are going to do? Oh, that's right. Not send you super chats. That's what they did.
I didn't ask anyone to buy my flight. We can take care of ourselves. Thank you very much. I didn't ask anybody for anything. Oh, it's a visa run scam. I don't know how a visa run is a scam. I don't know why people are so obsessed with whenever, if I have to travel.
Does that mean you're doing a visa run? Does she just admit to doing visa runs? How is a visa run a scam? Like this is what people do. How is it a scam? Okay. Oh, wow. Clip it. Clip it. 553. Visa run admitted by Food of Beauty.
Travel, what my visa status is, but I really don't get that. So I'm just going to ignore that. But yes, I did block some regular people who were insulting my husband because it's my channel. It's my corner of the internet. He's a part of my life. I'm not forcing people to like somebody, but if you at least can't come here and disrespect my people.
And keep him on the Chantal and Salah and Chantal official channel where he belongs. Where if people choose to interact with him, that's where they can go and to watch him. This is your Foodie Beauty channel, where it's always been Foodie Beauty. Why did you start the couples channel if you're going to have Salah banging around in this one? It has been made very clear by the community that he is revolting to pretty much everybody's sensibilities, but you are forcing him down our throat. You're forcing him down your bees' throats. You may think they all love and respect him. No. If they like you, they hate him. Put it that way.
That I love. So that's how it's going to work. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but
not sorry.
I'm here to entertain you guys, not really
you don't entertain.
give you free reign on, insulting people I love and interfering in my personal life. So,
well, can you start doing some entertaining stuff? Because lying seal position on the couch is not a good time. They're not putting that show on the Vegas stage anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing some things about my life with you guys, but sometimes it gets taken too far. And those comments were just like way whack. Like, here we go again. I know she's going to change her mind. But it doesn't affect your life whatsoever,
Then don't come on and do streams going, I'm getting a divorce. We are done. We are splitting up. We are breaking up. What the fuck do you think people are going to come on and say? You put out something like a major life change, moving house, having a baby, getting married, getting divorced, an illness. These are major life events. When somebody normally says something like that, they mean it. They don't just come along and go, yeah, I'm getting a divorce. No, I'm not getting a divorce. Sorry, my bad. People don't normally do that. That is not a normal person thing. So people usually have normal reactions to normal things. People will have annoyed reactions to things that are used like a wishy-washy excuse. When are you going to do this again? Splitting up, going back. No, I'm not. Staying here, going home and thinking about it. Fuck's sake. What do you expect? What do you expect when you act like a freak? You're going to get freak answers.
So that's fine. I understand. I'm very frustrating sometimes, but that's just how I am. Like I've always been that way. I'll continue.
And if you continue to be like that, you're going to continue to get the same energy. Confusion, frustration, ambivalence, people not giving a shit, people giving too much of a shit. You don't know what triggers people. You don't know what things you do that are manipulative tactics that they've seen in the past from other people. You act like you are the worst manipulator, emotional. Like what you did yesterday was so emotionally manipulative to Sala and to your audience, to maybe your family that got wind of it. Like you don't even understand how psychotic you are.
To try to mature in that way and get a hold of it. But
You're 40.
in the meantime, I'm just like I've said in the videos before, I've done this. I'm torn sometimes between my home there, my home here, but I realized that I don't have a home there anymore. I don't have anything to go back to.
If you really truly felt that way, it wouldn't be your go-to, I'm getting a divorce, I'm going back to Canada. If you did not feel like you had a home there, you wouldn't use it as an anchor. You do have a home there. You have fucking family there. You have 38 years worth of history there. You can get yourself around. You know where everything is. It may not feel like home, but it is the place where you grew up, and it's the place where you probably belong. Well, you belong more than you belong in Kuwait. It may not be your house, but it is certainly your home. It's your homeland. It's your home country. That is where you will always retreat to. When this all goes fucking south, that is where you'll trot yourself back to. Shut up.
Except my family, but I don't want to stay at my mom's. I don't want to stay with my mom. It's a full house there. And I don't want to stay somewhere putting my family in jeopardy.
See, this is where an adult comes into play. An adult has savings. An adult has a plan B. If they're in a foreign country and it goes south, they have options. They have either a plan set up with their family, or they have enough money that they could go and stay in a hotel for a couple of months until they figured it out. Or they are looking at rentals, or they've secured an emergency place to stay, or they have an emergency fund. Like, this is a grown-ups thing. Most grown-ups don't have a penny to their name with no assets and no plan. You're 40. 40.
Because people know where I am. I don't want people to know where I am. I don't want people to drive by. I don't want people to harass my family and myself while I'm there. And it has happened before many times, and I don't want that. My aunt's house, I've stayed with her, but it's so small. She has like a small 1 bedroom. I don't have a car anymore, so it's like I have a home and we have a vehicle here, and I have my pets. That's another thing. Like when I look at my pets, like how can I leave them? Like
Blah,
I'm
blah,
so
blah.
sad.
Don't care about
I'm
pet
very
stuff.
happy, but I don't know. Maybe someday I'll be reunited with him. I'm not too sure. They weren't opposed to pets here. I have a new home here I've built, and you don't realize how much you're going to miss that.
You haven't built anything. You've got no assets. You've got no money. You've got no friends. You've got no social life. You've got no job. You have a list of places where you like to order from. That's pretty much it. You could recommend good takeaway in Kuwait. That's what you haven't built shit there. You don't go to the mosque. You don't know any religious leaders. You're not part of the community. What fucking life have you built there? You've got a couple of new pots. It's not even your car. It's not even your car. It's his car. You've got a new set of pots. That's it. And a new big suitcase.
Until you actually go to leave. Like I booked the ticket, and I had Salah like, don't go, like, I don't know, I don't, we can't live without each other. You know how like when you're like when you love
Shut
somebody,
up.
imagining your life without them is really really hard. So
No, he has to go to work without you. He has to get up and earn money on his own without you. So that he can't live without you. It's like he likes to stay home and not have to work. Then he can be in his red room doing whatever he wants.
yeah, and I think I'm on the right track with my health because
Sure.
I have a video later showing some numbers and things like that. I have some health updates coming up. Health update mukbang. So we'll see, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm gonna stick it out. When times get tough, I am very impulsive and I just rush to do something drastic, and I have to learn to like seriously just sleep on it, just
How about you drastically put yourself in inpatient? How about you drastically book yourself an appointment with a fucking psychiatrist? Huh? How about you drastically go and speak to one of the religious leaders at your mosque? How about we drastically do something actually beneficial instead of this stupid manipulative nonsense that you come out with, trying to hurt Salah and manipulate your audience?
just Salah was like, you're impulsive, just sleep on it. And he's right. Like I should just really take the time to,
But when have you ever listened to people who are right? You said that all of the stuff that you were doing with your diabetes was wrong and you had no idea. When the community was shouting it at you, Sala says, sleep on it, don't do anything impulsive. And you're like, I know he's right, but you don't listen. You don't listen to people who are right. So that's not advice you're ever going to use.
Yeah, but I was really upset in my live stream. I don't have good days all the time, but I haven't had like a bad cry breakdown like that since it's been a long time, and maybe I need to do that more because I do have a lot on my plate. I've taken on a lot, and I've been going through a lot. Um, so maybe that was kind of cathartic.
Does she realize that a lot of the times when people are going through a lot, it's because it's happening around an actual regulated life with kids, family, dogs, pets, school, a job, probably parents that they're probably taking care of, a partner, or they're doing it literally under-resourced and on their own in really bad situations. She has got nothing but time. Nothing but time to help her cope with what's going on with her. Nothing but resources. Nothing but a supportive partner in her mind. She has every advantage to help her work through this situation and work through her mental health. She has the one resource that people don't normally have, time to deal with it. And here she is. I've got a lot on my plate. That's because you fill it up with fucking garbage.
No, but um, and for me, wanting to just be alone and be single, and I do that when I have that self doubt. I say I feel like I have so many health problems. It's almost like a way to like sabotage what I got going on because I feel like it's just gonna crumble because of me. Like I have so much self doubt, like on my abilities as a partner, on everything. Like I just get very like insecure sometimes, and instead of having to deal with heartache, I
You've been doing this cycle for 2 years. This started the first meltdown was it within 3 was it not even 3 weeks? 2 weeks of being with Sala. She had that midnight meltdown. She was bawling, she was crying. She was like, "I'm not good enough," and blah, 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 and then he got in her ear and she ended up going over to Kuwait. Like, she knew then that there were some serious red flags and some big questions that needed to be answered. And the same cycle's been going for 2, nearly 3 years. Nothing's gonna change. The next time you say you're going back to Canada, and she will, not a single soul should believe a word of it. We should all just fast forward to the end where she says goodbye and just move on because there's nothing of value in any what you cannot believe a word she says. Rule number 1.
I just kind of want to just like cut it off and be alone and just be at peace and to deal with all my issues and just be alone and not burden somebody else and all this self doubt. And what I did, what I guess I just maybe needed to hear also, like from Salah, like, I love you. And like, if I didn't love,
If he is rational and reasonable enough to tell you, just think on it, just take a beat, sleep on it overnight, and then see how you feel in the morning. I'm pretty sure he's rational enough to have a conversation to say, I love you. Please stay. I really don't want you to go. We can work things out. I'm pretty sure had they had that kind of argument, that would have come out of his mouth. Are you so starved of love on a daily basis that you're not getting affection from him? You're not hearing those words, and it was so out of the blue and so random that you just were craving to hear those words. So you had to put on a big performance to get those words out of him? Like, what the fuck is going on in your house, Foodie?
you, I wouldn't be like going through all these things, fighting for your health, taking you to appointments, blah, blah, blah. So yeah. So that's basically the best I can describe what was going on in my mind. I was just numb, like to the max. I was at my wits' end, having kind of like a panic attack. I don't know. It was a weird mood. And I am feeling a lot better today. Um,
Don't care.
yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't gone and booked a flight, but it's already canceled. So it's like literally I booked it and like an hour later I canceled it. And I think it was like the booking made it like a finality for us, and we like, no, like we can't live without each other. You can't. He's like, you can't go, and I'm like, I can't leave everything here. Like I love my apartment.
You could.
I love this place. I love our cherry to go. It's the new Kia. You guys have to get used to that. It's the new Kia, okay?
But it's not
And
yours.
since I'm starting to feel on the mend, and winter will be around the corner, we'll be inshallah, we'll travel and we'll do so many things here. I want to go back to Failaka Island. I want to do lots of winter camping. Like I'll do a lot of winter camping, guys. And it's a new life. And
Chantal, how the fuck are you going to go camping? You've got sciatica up the wazoo. You can't even sit up for 5 minutes. You're sealed position on the couch. How are you going to go camping? Huh? How's that going to work out?
and sometimes I feel old life calling back to me, but it's not. It's really just that's over. I don't have a life in Canada anymore, and I don't want to rebuild right now. Rebuilding a life is so hard, especially in one of the most expensive places to live. And
Shut up. I live in like near Brisbane. So fucking expensive. One of the most expensive places you can possibly live. But when would you ever be ready to rebuild? You wouldn't even, oh my God, she can't navigate anything. I don't know why I'm so mad about this. She's so dumb. She's so inept as an adult human being. Just how can someone be so completely fucked up and then come online with such a serious fucking face and talk her weasel and worm her way through an explanation, but with such a serious face? How does she not feel embarrassed? How does she not feel shamefaced? I don't get it. I don't get it. She's so embarrassing.
I'm already established here, and I have my family, my pets, my love. What more can I ask for? I really feel blessed.
It means absolutely nothing if you don't have good health. If you're not around to be able to enjoy any of that, it means nothing. And your health has deteriorated monumentally from its already pretty fucked up stage to an even worse stage. Without your health, you have nothing.
I really feel blessed. I have you guys. Whenever I come, and I want to like make it very clear.
Tells Foods.
Whenever I come on and if I break down and everything like that, I don't want sympathy or pity or money or anything. I just want you to listen.
No. You don't get to dictate the response. You don't get to dictate how people feel. If you put something out there, we are willing to pick it up and put it into our emotional pockets, shake it about, and whatever our feeling pops out is what we get from you. From your body language, your tone of voice, the words that you use, the language, the way that you frame it. Yesterday was manipulation on so many levels. It was fake. It was deliberately trying to be manipulative of everybody. So when we respond to you in the way that we genuinely respond, you don't get to control that. You can say your intentions were one thing, but what we feel and what we pick up and what we spit back at you, that's how we genuinely feel. You can't dictate shit that we do.
That's what I like about having an audience, is someone to listen to me. The attention is more valuable to me, like somebody listening to me, than any money, anything. So
that's why she likes the internet instead of an actual therapist, because a therapist would have a two-way conversation. You say stuff, the person says something back, and it may not be something that you like to hear. It might challenge the things that you've just said. Foodie likes it, like blah 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 blah, detracting comment, delete. That's why she doesn't like therapy, because people will challenge the stupid thoughts that she has, the inaccurate feelings, the storylines that she writes. They would be unraveled and unpicked by a therapist and be like, well, perhaps this is why this is happening. And is that actually true? Is that what was said? Maybe you're not responding in the right way. Try this technique. Or la da da. Why do you think you feel that way? That's a completely normal feeling. That's kind of like nuts. You're scary. Here's a pill. That kind of thing. But no, Foodie just likes that one directional conversation.
Yeah. I guess that's it. That's my explanation. I know
Mm.
there's a lot of people who want me to go back to. I've had some really disrespectful comments like, take off that hijab, blah, blah, blah. First of all, the hijab is not going to come off, like, no matter if I get
Is
divorced,
it
if I ever get
stuck?
divorced or whatever, it
Oh,
has nothing to do
sure.
with that. That's like,
Uh-huh.
like it's God.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you can still be Muslim and not wear hijab though, but it's also
Yeah.
a cultural thing. Like, so it's cultural. It was ordained by Allah. You're supposed
But
to
you don't do a lot of the other cultural things, so that's a moot point. Nobody believes that you wear it because you're bald and you don't want people to see.
wear it in Islam, but it's also just, I don't know. I just find those comments really gross. So
Mm.
I just delete them and block and goodbye.
I think it's really gross when you tell people to shut it when they're giving you perfectly sound advice or giving you some truth. I think that's pretty gross. But anyway, we have different things that we value.
And yeah, I mean, sure, I could have a much bigger audience if if I don't filter and I let everyone just come in. But I'm going more for quality over quantity, like I always
Mm.
say. No thanks. I'd rather a few positive people than
She's got the same kind of audience filtering system that she does for her male suitors. Literally anybody that gives her attention is welcome. Positive reinforcement. Tell her she's pretty and she'll be your friend.
a whole bunch of people saying gross things like Islamophobic things,
Oh, nobody
constant fat
says
shaming.
anything
Like, no thanks. And
Islamophobic.
I don't mind
Shut
like a few
up.
bad jokes about you guys know I have a sense of humor about myself, but
No, you
sometimes
don't.
people take it too far, and it's
No,
just
you
like
don't.
goodbye, you know.
No, you don't.
So I guess that's about it. But thanks for listening, and I'll see.
Her idea of sense of humor about herself is putting on purple eyeshadow and being like, I'm a Disney villain. That's her sense of humor about herself.
You in the next video. Bye.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Well, that was my reaction and my response. She's an asshole, basically. But yeah, we kind of knew this is where it was going. She's gonna come around hours, a matter of hours, to come out and say, whoops, sorry, my bad. I was just a bit emotional. I was a bit impulsive. Nobody was surprised. Nobody was surprised. She is just a comedy routine. She's a comedy routine. She's just stupid. She's literally Bobo the clown. But anyway, that's my reaction. If you like this one, hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like it, don't care. All right. Bye. See you, everyone.